Now the next thing that we want to work on is called inheritance. When you have classes, you want stuff to inherit the classifications and the object properties and attributes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another class, and this class is called exploit frameworks. Now, how many of you guys have heard of other exploit frameworks other than Metasploit? All right, so we're going to make a class called exploit frameworks. So I'll make a class, and I'll call that class exploit frameworks. Then I'm going to add some attributes to the exploit frameworks. So exploit frameworks should have scanners, they should have exploits, they should have shellcode, and then they should have post modules. So scanners, so you can scan for vulnerabilities, exploits, so you can launch attacks on targets, shellcode for the different types of payloads that you want during exploitation, and then post modules, what you want to do to the target machine after you exploit it. Okay? So we created those different attributes for exploit frameworks. They're kind of classifications, is what I should say, right? So then after that, you're going to see that I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to make a class, I'm going to call it Metasploit, and then I'm going to pull all of this data, classifications for the scanners, exploits, shellcode, and post modules. I'm going to pull that into this new class called Metasploit. Then I'm going to do the same thing with Canvas. See that? Then I'll do the same thing with Core Impact. Then I'll do the same thing with Saint and with Exploit Pack. This way, each framework has all the same categories of stuff that's in it. Each framework can have scanners, can have exploits, can have shellcode, can have post modules. That's what we're doing. Okay, so this is called inheritance. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do is once you have classes and objects inside of it, we can create what are called methods. So methods are when you do something, right? So it's basically taking an action on an object, right? So what I'll do is I'll say class MSF in L, and then after that I'm going to define learning. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put and say we're learning how to pen test. So print, hey, we're learning how to pen test. Now I need to fix that and make those quotes. There we go. We're learning how to pen test. Now I can say Joe equals MSF in L dot new. I want to add to this, and I'm going to add Joe dot learning. There's that Joe method added to it. Okay, so now the Joe object gets whatever method, this is what you're doing,